If you really want to be a superstar when it comes to selling, I had to figure this out. When I realized that my Achilles heels when I moved to Lagos was lack of selling, I had to go and master that skill. You cannot approach sales as a passive endeavor and be a superstar. It must be an obsession to you. And when something is an obsession, it is hard for them to kill you. You cannot tell me that your company is a sales company and you guys only have sales conversation once every month. It's not possible. It must be an obsession. It must be a dominant conversation that happens among the team. You can't tell me that you are a salesperson and you have not checked your sales target for the last 48 hours. A man that is committed to gaining sales mastery must be obsessed about delivering that result. Not in a negative way, but using every means possible that is positive to deliver that result. Sometimes some clients will say you are aggressive, but there are some clients that will also tell you, by the time you close the deal, they will tell you you are good at selling. Done that many times, and client will say, whoever is your boss, he doesn't know that he's talking to the boss. Whoever that is your boss, tell him to increase your salary because you know how to sell. If you're obsessed at selling, you don't give up when you receive the first no. You don't give up when you receive the second no. You can nurture a client that wants to buy a real estate for the next 3 years. The only reason why you do that is because you're obsessed. The only reason why you go and gain mastery in product knowledge is because you are obsessed. The only reason why you inconvenience yourself to be able to nurture a cold client and move him to warm before you lock him in on sales is because you're obsessed. You don't get into sales because it's a nice to do. And it has to be so obsessive to you that it goes beyond the commission alone. It becomes your life, your lifestyle. That anywhere you go, you have your sales hat on. How many of us here have received up to 5 no's from a client? How many of us here gave up on that client? You gave up on the client. You gave up on the client. You gave up on the client. The question is why? I have some deals that I've closed in 2025. I was telling my staff yesterday that somebody reached out to us in 2022 and the guy kept on dragging. He didn't pay. By the time he came back in 2025, it was very easy for me to close the deal at this point. But guess what has happened to the amount? It has increased. What did I do? I monetize my delay. If you don't buy from me now, if you buy from me in the future, I will monetize that delay that you put me through. You pay for it. So that woman that you have give up on, don't give up on him. You will monetize that delay later on. But when that moment comes, make sure that there is a value that is matching that delay. You must create a system that allows him to stay within your funnel. The person called me after 3 years. Immediately I picked, I called his name, Mr. Tunji. So, you guys still have my number? I said, yes, we do. Your number is still in our database. And that particular moment of realization that we did not delete his number is also part of the warming him for sales. Because these guys, they are really organized. At least for them, you set them in a position for you to close. But if they call you after 3 years and you pick and say, Onyeneku, who is this? I called you 2 years ago.